Workshop stripper.
Yeah, I tweaked my back out when I was twerking.
So the big guy said I had a 1UZ problem. He said I had a 1UZ addiction because he turned up for work and the trailer, the cage trailer, was full of engines. 1, 2, 3, and some other stuff.
So far they've 2 out of 3 at par.
Yes. And now, which are the heads? What were the first? Which ones? Those are the second heads.
Yes, sir.
Those are the because these are a bit dirty, eh?
They're grubby. Oh.
So that's pretty normal.
Yes. Even for one side, it'd be just more discolored.
Yeah. So what happens is the PCV valve is on this side,
Yep.
and so the fresh air goes in there.
Yep.
The vapors go through the engine, and they all come to this side, and then through the PCV valve. So that's why that side is cleaner than this side. So you can tell which head's on being which side.
Yes, yes. Well, if you're fucking a meister.
And then this one, look at these ones. Look how shiny they are. Look how clean.
They're fucking brand new, eh?
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Brand newies.
Oh, I can't get that one off. The dipstick's in the way. But that one's clean as well.
So you turn it over and there's detonation mark on the top of it.
Oh, the detonation marks on this one as well?
Are they minute though?
Not too bad. I think it'll be.
Flip. This is the problem side, eh?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
But they'll come off though. See, that's on the, you know, that's not in EA.
Yeah, that's cut out. That'll be okay. That's gasket. I was going, there's a big dude over there. All right. So beautiful and clean. So Shay strips this engine apart, thinking it's going to be a sweetheart. Look how clean. Look, beautiful. There's actually a little bit of suppleness to that O-ring, a little bit. All the bores, you can see the hone marks in them. Beautiful, nice and clean.
Cross hatching.
Lovely. And we go to this one. I'm gonna get it turned over. Something is missing. So this piston has seen some pretty serious detonation, and it's just eaten away the edge of the piston. The rings are down there, and it's transferred that aluminium. Oh, I need light. Oh, it's like a disco ball. There we go. There's the rest of the piston sitting on the side of the bore, and big scrapes up and down the bore. So we could get the aluminium off, but the scrapes are pretty serious. So that one's stuffed.
It's the compression transfer system.
Compression transfer, absolutely. And
Transfer it out. Bridges.
yeah. And what did I tell you? I wonder if they took the manifold of this one and put it onto the next one.
Yeah.
And what do we find on the next one? We'll have a look. So this is the second one that's not quite as clean. But we look at, where's my crescent? Thank you. Farmer's tool. We look at our piston and look at that. Missing. Same deal. So they've taken, the issue's been transferred when they've changed engines to the next engine.
I reckon
Gravity's working. What?
I reckon that one's probably going to have the same problem.
We don't want to listen to you, okay? We don't want that negativity. We don't want that negativity.
I love you, Jason.
We're going positive here. We're not going with...
Oh, I'm pretty positive that might be a problem.
I might just pull that one down there.
So there's a little bit of aluminium. Again, we'll get the disco ball. So just a little bit of aluminium. I reckon we might be able to salvage this one. It's not too bad. There's a little bit of rust in the boards that I think is going to acid out. You going to turn it or not? Or you just...
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think they might. It's pretty much wiping off, so I think a little bit of a hone through there, and those are going to come good. So I think we're going to be okay with that block. So strip that one completely, and we'll see what that crank is, because they thought they were running big ends, but it's probably been a piston going. So we might get crankshafts. You'll see we're running. This is a proper mid sump, so that's the crown mid sump, and that's why the dipstick was drilled through the head. They've been converted. They weren't necessarily a Crown mid-sump to start with. So,
They look like the pot. It doesn't look like helical.
no, I think it's just you this time.
No, they're all shiny on this side.
Yeah, there's no history, no other history on these blocks. It's been sitting in a barn. They're grubby. So down in here you can see, here's the dipstick going through the head, and it's been suggested they possibly have been drilled out because the brackets didn't match Crown brackets. Other interesting crap that I know, this one for here, the Metric 7 M7s. Here. Cam caps, Metric 7. Cool, eh? Oh. Oh, the sump. So the sump's been dished out for the drive shaft. So that's reduced capacity in an off-road vehicle. Yeah, not a good idea. We already know the top end wasn't too good. We just end up with a box of crap. Oh. It'll be used. Covers. People want the warrant, the plenum badge.
Oh, I put those outside. Oh, yeah.
You've already put them in the filing cabinet.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
A couple of guys want those Toyota plenums.
With the badge on them.
Oh, so of course they get Lexus. So for us, we want the Lexus badges because that's more wow. Because we don't see so many Lexus. What have you got on your? You've got a fucking supercharger on yours. It doesn't help me, Jace.
Oh, Jazz has the bearing stresses.
She's under pressure. Under pressure.
Just make the belt a bit tighter. I'll fire it up. Go on.
What?
This might be me. But your belt routing is not very good.
The Toyota. They
want
want.
crankshaft. Well, for the supercharger to spin,
The belt was too short.
you want to put it in there.
Yeah, that's what it needs. That's a standard size belt. Right, what are you doing?
Pulling this one down.
Pulling that one down. See if we've got a crank. Yep.
Yep.
See if what that one's like.
Okay. Peel this up. Oh, shit.
That'll keep you busy for that. And you're finding the intricacies of the 1UZ?
Oh, slowly, but you know.
Have you worked out where the oil comes into the cylinder head?
Yeah.
Through the mud.
It's through here, isn't it?
Correct. So there's your gallery.
Yep.
There's your gallery there.
Yeah.
And then when they want to drill it, that's why they have holes like that drilled in.
Oh yeah. Yes.
And they blank them up. So the main gallery, of course, is straight through the centre of the block for the oil. Through here. So there's your main inlet. You were talking about oil pumps the other day?
Yes.
Well, there it is there.
Yeah.
There's your oil into the engine. And can you check the size of the holes into each of the bearings, please?
Okay.
Cool. And I use a tabber cover bolt for a service bolt.
Did you like that?
Well, it works, doesn't it?
It works.
When we're stripping. So service bolt fitted. So of course you can see that pushes opposite ways to each other. I was talking about the dipsticks in the head, eh? So you can see here. See here, there's the dipstick getting pushed into the head. And then you've actually got, some of these are drilled and some of them are just blanked off. So there's the little blanker.
Oh.
So because the heads are the same.
What'd you call me? Oh.
I said a blanker. I didn't call you anything.
Oh, okay.
I said that is a blanker. So see, this cylinder head is the same.
How do you get that out?
You go from underneath and pop it up, or you drill a hole through it, put a self-tapping screw in it and lift it out.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So see, if you looking at the head, you can actually see them sitting here beside each other. This is a left, this is a right, but you can see they actually are exactly the same head.
Yes.
So you can take that off.
You want that off?
No, if you take that off
Yeah.
and you put it onto that cylinder head,
Yeah.
and you take this off and put it onto this cylinder head,
You can
flip the cams around, it all bolts together.
Yeah.
But the head gaskets are different though, in the way they flow.
Really?
Yeah, so if you're looking at the head gaskets, and it's to do with the...
This is on the left-hand side.
So the head gaskets will fit.
No, what about this?
And
Here we go.
the head gaskets will fit, but if we look under here, well, there's no head gasket here, but these oil galleries, the water galleries are different. So the water flow to the cylinder head is different. Okay, because the water is designed in the water system, it's water pump through the block and up. Okay, and right now, see, we've got lots of water coming through at the front of the head, so, and less water at the back, so it would cause overheating. So when guys get the head gaskets on wrong, it would cause overheating. So over here, it's getting kind of hard to get good 1UZs. They're getting more and more expensive, and rebuilding them is getting more and more price acceptable, or becoming a better option. So I got to work the other day, and there was, well, actually before I got to work, Jason posted that I may have a small 1UZ addiction, when he posted a photo of the trailer that had turned up over the weekend with a few 1UZs in it. A few, yes. What I didn't tell him is on the Friday I actually bought a 3UZ as well. That's on its way as well. Yeah, so because Bronnie tried to tell me that she didn't know about it. And it was ages ago. I'm like, no, actually there is one coming. There's an invoice will turn up.
Yes.
And the invoice turned up this week for it.
So that's when it becomes you've got a problem.
Apparently. So anyway, there was one that was said that would be a really good one. It was this one, and Shay got in and did some stripping, got a stripper pole out, and what we found was that cylinder down there, that one there, which is number one. Oh, hey! Sorry, I'm just going to go over here. Hold the little engine. We'll just have a bit of a look. So we can see right here. Oh, can we see it? Can we see it? Oh, there it is. So this here is all aluminium. It's aluminium, okay? And these are scores, big scores down the bore. The other bores, by comparison, are lovely, but that one
The beautiful one.
is poked. It's stuffed. There's another F word we'd use actually, which is pretty universally available. So we thought we were getting blocks with run big ends. In fact, we had good cranks. Look, lovely crank. And there's another crank. And it's that one. So that's the piston that came out of it. Now I suspect it was a supercharged, and I reckon they melted that piston, and then they went and got another block, and Shay stripped down another block, and then they did that. And guess what? Number one. And number one. So what they did is they mounted number one piston on an engine, took the gear off it, put it on another engine, and mounted number one piston again.
Then it fixed the problem.
And how many blocks did I get? 3?
Still an unknown. We're getting there. That was supposed to be today.
Are we going to find 3 for 3? We just do not know. So there is a chance that we're going to go 3 for 3 on number one piston being mounted. You'll probably get my bore scope and have a look down there. That'd be interesting.
I like the anticipation.
Yeah. This is actually kind of fitting, because we're actually going to turn that block that you've just pulled apart into another supercharged block.
Properly.
Okay. No, yeah, it's going to be supercharged.
Yeah.
It's going to get some MSL gaskets, metal gaskets, and we'll probably port some heads, and we're going to shove it into a high-ace van and put a supercharger on top of it somehow, is the plan at this point in time, unless the man changes the plan.
Oh yeah, I see.
But I don't think we're going to change the plan. So what I actually want to do is, while we've got the HTV 1900 sitting over there, I want to lift an intake manifold off a van and sit the HTV 1900 into the highest van we've got here, and check some clearances. Okay.
Fair enough.
So this is like the planning stage of a job. We've done highest vans before. That's no problem. Okay, that's the easy part. There's a big R series box here. It's an R, as in R for rabbit. That's here. Got a good clutch for it. I don't know how strong we'll go on the clutch on that one. That's another decision to make. It's going to get big brakes on it. And then we'll put a charger on it appropriately. And an aftermarket computer, just the normal stuff. And air conditioning.
Just the normal stuff.
Just the normal stuff.
Which is not actually that normal.
Now, looking in here, if you were watching us in another one where we did some stripping, I don't actually know which video that was, but we did some stripping, and we were looking at the blocks, and there was some holes. Oh, it was
That line board, line
what were we
drill.
talking about on that one?
Yeah, we weren't actually talking about the holes, were we?
We weren't talking about the holes. We did look at the oil holes.
Yes, these,
Which-
yeah.
The oil holes in here, and we weren't talking about scissor gear. I don't even know. Fuck if I know actually.
I'm pretty sure it was the diameter of the hole was bigger.
No, but we were talking about something a bit earlier than that
Okay.
with regard to the block.
If I had my notebook, I would have written it down then, but
Yeah.
I've got it now, so.
Anyway, when we were looking at the block, there were holes down in the block through here. It was that side actually, through there. And this block doesn't have it.
It was on both sides.
So this was early. No holes.
Oh, it's
No holes.
right through the middle of it.
It was like, no, it was like the, here. It wasn't the front one. It was the back ones. There were holes in the block. And this one doesn't have it. This is it's definitely a Gen 1 block. 100% a Gen 1. So we've got the old workshop hack in the back as a 1UZ. So we've now fitted the 1UZ to this old front wheel drive car. And we're going to take it in to the machine shop to get it checked out, cleaned, checked, and they'll put a set of rings and bearings in it and pop it together. And then eventually it's going to go into the high-ace van. So you've got to port some heads. Those really nice heads that came off this block, because this was a sweetheart of a block.
It was.
It was so clean. Then you were going to do that one, eh?
You're keen, man. I brought my practice one in. Let's go for that and then make the decision, eh?
No, I just... Okay, I'll get a crappy head. The one with that's run a big end. Oh no, it had a bit of metal go through it. Had a bit of metal go through it and munched a piston.
Yeah.
You can port that one to start with. One of the... And then, or I'll port one, you port one. And then you can port the rest of them. Right, let's get this block in and get it sorted, eh?
Yeah.
Were you waiting for it?
No. no.
We can't go for a twofer, because we've already got a twofer.
Yeah.
This is on a threefer.
Yeah, which is special.
For you guys that have stripped engines, can you imagine the smell of a used engine coming apart? You know, that carbon, piston carbon type smell. And dirt.
Lots of dirt.
The water pump is the one where you can set where you want the water pump pulley to sit. And it does actually move now. And it's a really early pump with the frost plug in it.
I was using this tiny bar to try and undo these seat belts.
Yeah, not the best.
Not the best.
Did you split the socket?
Oh no, I hurt my shoulder. I hurt my shoulder.
Get bigger bars. Yeah, get bigger bars.
Yeah, so we upgraded. We went like this.
Yeah, much better. Go to the half inch.
Yours,
Right.
mine. No.
I've got the big bar in there. I'm a little fella, so I need a big bar.
Alright, that's about alright. I can get this bad boy on there.
Yeah, there's the spot. That's it.
She's a beast, alright. Ooh.
Oh!
Whoa.
Oh!
Oh! Oh, looks like they haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, so what was this one replaced? Has this one got to run big in? It's now got the dirt in the cylinders, but we're looking good.
Should we,
There's not much carbon in here, eh?
No, no. But,
Oh, wait. I know where it's the problem. I see the problem. It's that one.
oh, yeah.
It's that one there.
Yes.
So you can see the piston's been coming up and smacking the head. Turn it over. So you'll get smack marks on that head.
Turn this over.
Oh yeah, just lift it up. Just be careful of the rock. Just be careful of the things falling out. So what you'll have here, and this one, it's marked up here.
Oh,
See where the head's been smacked?
Yeah,
Piston's
yeah.
been smacking the head.
Ouchies.
Okay.
But it didn't get a valve? I think
Nah,
it did.
nah, these are non-interference.
Oh, yeah.
It's an early one. So if you just grab a bar or something, yeah, that's a farmer's tool. And if you bring it up, it's quite rare for it to do number 7. You're going the wrong way. Can you go in the correct direction?
Sorry.
Okay, so it comes up and you start taking it down. So what you've done there is you've brought the piston to the top, okay, and then you've taken it down. So it's now actually, it's pulling it down. So it pushes it up on the top bearing, and then it pulls it down on the bottom bearing.
Oh.
That's how much bearing isn't there.
Oh, that's all of it.
So you can actually tell that there's not a lot of bearing left. Just bring it back up backwards and then take it back down again. Another way. Go backwards. Go the wrong way.
Not letting me have it.
So if you can do that, you can actually almost do that in the car on some of them when they're bad enough. Right. And all the way up. Yeah, and now drop it back down.
Yeah, back this way now.
Yep. And you see that one's actually moving still. So
Whoa.
these are moving. This one hasn't even moved.
There you go. It's just
Started
about
moving?
to now.
So how much move? So we're almost at the top of the cylinder. There's probably 2.5 mils of movement
That's
there.
all the bearing.
That pretty much all of it. So you already know what you're going to find when you flip it over. You're going to find a very stuff bearing there. So we should be able to recover this one. The bores look beautiful. So we've got a spare crank over there.
Yes, we've got 2. Yeah.
They're so thin they fell out.
They're wafer thin, mate. They're wafer thin.
Mm.
In fact, they're so thin, right, that when I pulled them out, they were like this.
Right.
And it spun.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's marked up that rod.
No.
I think we're probably best just to be on the safe side that you that other block we've got,
Which other block?
the one we've rated number 1 out of.
The one that's at the machinist.
Oh, we rated number 3 out of. We rated a spare piston out of it. The one with the aluminium all down the side of the number 1 bore.
Oh yeah. We can find that easy enough.
This was this is a 7. Oh, so if we rate a 7 out of this one, out of that one as well,
Yeah. Okay.
they're all on the left hand side, eh?
Yep.
So we won't use this. Just mark that one as an X.
I did. I
Yep,
put it
cool.
there, and I put it there.
Cool, and you've got those. That's just awesome, isn't it?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the full use of the bearings.
Yeah.
Much left.
They're wafer.
And then we'll have a set of pistons. We'll re-ring another block.
Yep.
Awesome.
Earlies.
Earlies.